Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hello, Shadowcat back with more Star Trek Cosmoteer, and we're done. Here, at least. So the last time we were here, we finished charting this entire star system. We have found everything, and I think that we learned a couple of important lessons. First off, finding stuff. I don't think that I had to go all the way around this outside ring to find everything. I think that almost every single signal that we're going to find will be inside the ring of these relays. So I don't think we need to go scouring the outer skirts of anything. It'll either be inside the asteroid belt or it'll be inside of this ring up here. The only thing that makes me question that is this graveyard or shipyard up here. Well, graveyard up here. So it may not be a perfect science yet. Still things that need to be tested. So, where do we stand now? Well, it's time for us to go. We have everything turned in, and we have lots of credits, so we're good to go here. The other question is, where are we going, and how are we getting there? So something I hadn't really considered is that this is Star Trek. We have warp drives, not hyperdrives, which means that we are left in a position of, do we take these ships with us or do we not? Because in order to take them with us, we would have to presumably build warp drives. The problem with that is a warp drive requires a warp core. The problem with a warp core, however, is if we take the Stooge here, which has a hyperdrive, which is good for, jumping here and there. If we were to try and put a warp core into it... here we go. A small warp core. This is a problem. So, I'm not sure how we're going to get past this problem, because we're going to need warp cores if we're going to take these ships out. Now, fortunately, we do have lots of money. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of other resources. And you are kind of damaged. There we go. Now you're fixed. So if we're going to actually take any of these ships with us, we're going to have to build some kind of warp core into them, I think. It's either that or we're going to have to just kind of play it off and assume that we can hold the other ships inside of our warp field. But even then, that's kind of a problem, because then we can't bring the shuttlecraft with us, because even it doesn't have a hyperdrive. I think that what we're going to do for now is we're going to kind of play this off a little bit. We're going to assume that if they have a hyperdrive core, they can travel with the Enterprise. But that's it. They have to stay close to the Enterprise, otherwise they can't travel. Basically, we're doing the extend the warp bubble thing for all of our smaller ships. But that does mean that this ship is going to need some modifications. So, let's go into blueprint mode. If we're going to do this, it needs to have one of these cores. And then, we'll decide later on how we want to play this. Should we try to take the ships with us like we're doing now? Or do we... There we go. That should work. We're going to go ahead and just put those there. We'll get rid of these. So are we going... We'll let this slide this time, but starting with the next sector, do we allow this again? Or are we going to only allow ships with warp drives to continue on? It is a question that I should have asked a long time ago, but it just never actually occurred to me to ask it. So this is the best that we can do for right now, and we're gonna work with it. As for where we're going, when we look at the surrounding areas, we have 4 choices. There is this Ener Ionco, which is level 4 to 6. The Eta Newland, which is 10 to 12. Tau Presto, which is 5 to 7. And Metapper? I have no idea. I think it's Metapper. Anyway, we're going to go here because it is the next one up. And we may just work on kind of filling out everything else here. So we may work our way through here. And then we'll come across, get these 2. And we'll just clear out this area of space, except for this one, because we can't get to it yet. Probably a good thing, too, because 14 to 16, there's some tough cookies there. So we're going to work on filling this out, but that means we have to get to this place. And that means we need to get all of our ships ready. So, we need to make sure that everybody is set on dilithium crystals. That means transfer resources to, well, I guess we'll start with the bite. We'll transfer crystals over there. And the voltage, crystals over there. The shuttlecraft, which still doesn't have a name. Crystals over there. The stooge. Crystals over there. And the duster. Crystals over there. It looks like we're going to have everybody full up. And it looks like there they go. Well, they should already be going. Let's speed things up a little bit. Yep. Unfortunately, we don't have transporters, so we got to do it this way. It's alright. They did it this way in Star Trek Into Darkness, and it worked okay for them. So, there we go. That looks good. Also, ships that need repairs. You need repairs. You're good, you're good, you're good. The voltage is good, and the shuttlecraft is good. Okay. So, we know where we're going. And it's right there. So, first off, do we get, like, some kind of task? Can I contact them? Yes. Long distance signal, but we can do that. We're going to visit the Metapper system, and why not get paid for it while we're doing it, right? So there we go. We're going to go ahead and set a course. And we're going to make it happen. As a matter of fact, since this area of space is now safe, I'll go ahead and cancel the formation and we'll just let them go as is. Or they might stick together anyway. I don't know. It looks like they're all kind of slowing down to stay together. It's fine. So, I really don't have anything until we get there. There's not a whole lot of other modifications that we can make. We are still kind of low on crew. Yeah, we are a little bit low on crew. We only have 131 people. Although it recommends that we have 128, so we're actually doing just fine. I take it back. We're doing fine. And the Enterprise itself is doing fine. Our phasers are still standing up to everything. Photon torpedoes are handling everything pretty well. Why is there nobody here? What? Hold on. Something just happened. Why? Why are they gone? Okay. Stop the ship. There's been a terrible mistake. Our tractor beams are gone. There we go. Now our tractor beams are back. Okay. We're just going to, pretend that never happened, right? Alright, let's get the Enterprise back on track. Looks like they're all moving well without us. Maybe we should make it a race. I wonder who's who's actually faster. Because we know it's not the Enterprise. So let's pause things here. Let's make a race out of it. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. I guess I should have lined them up first. You're going to go there. You'll go there. And last but not least, the Stooge. Let's race. And there they go. The shuttlecraft is off like a shot. How fast is that? 83.7. Absolutely wiping out the competition. That is a fast shuttlecraft. It is also very light. It has like no armor. Other than that, they're all doing pretty much the same. 61.8. 64.3. 62.5. Only 50.1 for the voltage. Maybe we should have upgraded you. Actually, we could upgrade you. Because you're still using very small thrusters. We have access to bigger thrusters. We could make that happen. Maybe we'll think about that upgrade later on. And the Enterprise, of course, is way far behind. I'm sorry. It's kind of funny, though. It is kind of funny. Okay, so I think we're pretty much in the order we're going to arrive in. 64, 61, 63. I'm surprised that... Are you pulling ahead? Actually, the bite is slowly pulling ahead. Look at it go. Ah, that's funny. It is funny. I was also thinking about this ship and thinking that maybe we could use some of the space in here. I mean, right now, most of that is just empty space to keep the weight down. But if we wanted to expand this, we could fill in all of this empty space with, well, not all of it. We could fill in some of it. Yeah, only some of it. But like this area up front here, we could easily fill this in. This would be no problem. And I rather like this ship. This is a rather brilliantly designed ship. It doesn't have shields, but all this armor is basically one solid shield around it. I'm very pleased with it. That is a giant asteroid of uranium. Okay, well, as fun as this is, it's going to take a while, and we already know who's going to be first. So let's just skip a little bit of time, and we'll catch you when everyone's caught back up. All right, we're all basically here now. And there's the relay we have to follow. No, this is not Mass Effect. This is still Star Trek, but in order to get from place to place, we have to follow the relays. There are some things that I just can't change. And the Enterprise needs fuel? Really? Oh, I didn't see that coming. What, did you take it out of the reactor to give it to the other ships? Oh. Okay. Well, none of the other ships have storage on them. So the Enterprise itself is going to have to go back and take care of this. Alright, hold on. We'll be right back. Alright. Finally we have enough crystals. We literally did not have enough dilithium crystals to get anywhere. Now we do. So, why don't we try this little song and dance again? Alright everybody, set course. That looks a lot better. The shuttlecraft literally only needs one crystal. That's funny. Alright, everything is spinning up. Almost. Almost. We're good. Here we go then. Engage. Oh wait, there's a hotkey for that. Now engage. Welcome to Metapper. Were all of your fantasies come true? I don't know. So let's go ahead and set a formation here. Maybe not that one. Maybe that one. We should all be relatively equal here. Although it doesn't really suit this ship that much. We have to upgrade this as well. Because as it stands, we have to restock it with missiles now. So I suppose before we get ourselves into too much trouble, we should work on that. Transfer resources to the Duster. We're sending missiles. And since nobody really mentioned whether or not we should be upgrading those to torpedoes, we'll leave it as is for now. I guess people like the missiles. While they do that, let's take a look around. So, we have company coming our way. And our crew is very vulnerable right now. The question is, are they going to be able to deliver the missiles before we get company? Or is this company going to veer off somewhere? I don't know. I think they're going to miss us. Looks like all of our crew is returning now. Come on, you're the straggler. No, wait, you're the straggler. Hurry up. Get back on board. Alright, I think they're going to miss us. So we're going to head for the starbase over here at La Cour Station. And of course, we'll investigate anything along the way as well. Alright, everything is good. Let's proceed. Set a course. We'll speed things up a little bit along the way, too. Are you guys okay back there? You don't seem to be okay. Well, the shuttlecraft has figured it out, I think. The Duster, however... Or the Voltage, excuse me. Can we just, like, move over here? Will that help things? Can we please just not look stupid in front of the new people here? The obvious answer to this is a resounding no. What is your major malfunction? Okay, hold on a second. I'm turning on manual. How hard is this? How hard? How hard was it? I know children who could do this. Now, let's get back in formation And try not to embarrass the Federation further. Setting a course for this signal now. Let's see what we can find. Can we proceed? I guess we can. Well, that's not exactly the best start. And there's already a hostile mark in front of us. And behind us. Well, not necessarily behind, but also there. We might be walking in, or, flying into enemy territory here. And they might have friends. Not to mention, we don't necessarily know what they're going to be. Oh yeah, this is definitely pirate territory. Okay. Okay, they're firing. We're firing. Engage. Also, engage from back here. You don't need to run up on them. Okay, that was an Intrepid class? Doesn't look like an Intrepid class. Is there anything to salvage from it? Or for that matter, could we take it? There is an airlock. We can't really spare a whole lot of people though right now. No, I don't think we're going to take this one. We'll salvage it though. We will salvage it. Maybe if we can get more crew. Oh! What is this now? A horsefly? I don't know what a horsefly class is. I do know it's gone. Alright. Let's salvage what we can. And then we'll move on. Where to next? I guess it's back to the station unless we find something else along the way. Alright, and everyone's back on board. Okay then, set a course for the station. And voltage, I'm assuming that you can handle this now, right? I would say maybe you just need better engines, but I'm not sure better engines are going to help that. Hostile contact, we'll keep an eye on it. No, it's gone. It's off of sensors. That's okay, though. We'll make this work. And the voltage got stuck on an asteroid. We've got to do something with that ship. We've just got to. I'm not seeing anything else on long-range sensors. We're about to pass through the asteroid belt. Except we're stopped. Because the bite is stuck on an asteroid. Oh, there they go. Honestly, top of their class. Some of the best pilots that the Federation has to offer. And they were all our pilots, because the original crews are gone. It's like another hostile signature over there. But, not bothering us, so we're not bothering them. And as a matter of fact, we'll open up hailing frequencies. And there they are. Alright, we made it. So, visit Mitterper. Done. And apparently we collected the bounty on the Intrepid. So that's good. Now, exploring this system. There are exactly 15 that we need to do to get this place done to 26%. We've already got 1. So, you know, that helps. However, before we go any further, let's see what we can do with the voltage. Okay, let's see what we can do with the voltage. So, I mean, it looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good. But I think we can do better. I think we can. So we're going to turn on blueprint mode. We're going to turn off symmetry because I just don't want to mess with it. It's kind of hard to mess with. And we're going to go ahead and pull this down here. Then we're going to get some bigger thrusters. We're going to put these here and here. So there we go, right? Now we'll do the same thing up here. We're going to select this. All of this. Don't argue with me. And we're going to pull this up. Now, we could keep the disruptors on here, and I think that we will. So we will just move these up like this. Then get some new thrusters. And let's see. If we kept them in line with these, it put them up there. So what if we move these out a bit? Like this. And then we'll move these out a little bit too. There we go. It's pretty good. Now, however, what about everything else? I think that what we're going to do here is we're going to take the power core, move it down. We're going to take the, well, actually, no, we're not going to change this at all. We will move this down, though. We're going to go ahead, put that there. Get rid of these doors. We'll put our own doors in. Okay, well, we're going to put our own doors in. Actually, I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. There. Since these are going to be feeding into the engines directly, this seems good. We'll go ahead, we'll add that there. Now, as for armor down here, we're going to need some. So we'll go ahead and do this and this. We'll take these little halves, and put them across like that. Actually, better yet, why don't we do this and we can shroud the thrusters a little bit. We'll even get some bigger blocks and do that. Now, as for over here, I'm going to take and upgrade this because this says we should have upwards of 9 people in here. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. We don't have the people to add right now, but we will need more than 4 at some point. As it stands right now, we have 2 people in the guns, 1 person in the cockpit, and 1 other person running around like mad trying to keep everything powered. It's kind of crazy. Now, for the engines, we're going to do the same thing. Just like this. Is it kind of boring? Maybe. Maybe. There we go. We'll fill in these holes. And everything up here, I don't really think needs to change. I think we're good. What we do need, however, are doors. Just like that. And we'll put a door there, just so you can go straight from the power core to the cockpit. Doesn't need to be powered very often, but it does need to be powered sometimes. And there we go. Let's hook it up. So there is our new and improved voltage. See how much faster it is now. It is kind of boring to look at, though. I think we can splash it up a little. Plus, it is going to be a little bit on the heavy side. What if we did... Oop. Hold on a moment. There we go. No, not that one. What if we did this? And just put a great big stripe down the middle of it. There we go. That breaks it up a little bit. Not really much we can do up here. We can do this, though, I guess. I mean, that's kind of fun. Sure, why not? Alright. So, voltage. Done. As for everything else, well, let's get to work. So let's back the ship up. Otherwise we'll get caught on space platforms or something. We'll take a look around. We'll start going by going this way. Actually, no. We'll come all the way down here to the edge of the sun. Then we'll head that way. See what we find along the way. Here we go. And already we found a hostile signature. Is it going to be a problem for us, though? I don't think so. No, they're going the other way. Not a problem for us. At least I don't think so. And they're off sensors now. Alright, didn't see anything there. Another contact behind us. This is a very hostile place. And... are you going to mess with us? That's a yes. Alright, they're on an intercept course. Turn and engage. Let's look at what we're messing with here. What? Where is it? A junk carver. Well, it does kind of look like junk. And it's got a beam. It's got an ion beam of some kind. And... man, it is really picking on the Duster over there. They're trying real hard to restock missiles. Okay, everybody needs to engage. Go! Okay, turning fleet off. Just engage. Oh, well, there we go. Never mind. Okay, well, that was new. A junk carver. Anything left that we can salvage, maybe? There's an airlock here. I am kind of interested in seeing if we can salvage that thing. And why does it sound like we're under attack? We're not under attack. They are. Interesting. Interfactional conflict. And he's going straight into the sun. Oh wow, that is the death zone. Don't go in there. Okay, I want to see if we can salvage this ship. Maybe. I guess we'll find out if it's worth it or not. Let's send over one person. And we'll see what we can do. If we can salvage it, it could be worth our time. Let's take a look. Yes? I thought we were sending crew over. Did we not send them? Transfer 1. Go! Okay, here comes somebody. Let's take a look at what we're working with. It's in bad shape. Power core is intact, though. This small hyperdrive is intact. Crew quarters are intact. We actually do have everything we need to fix it. So if we do that, we can fix this. That lets us get in here. Fix that. Alright. Well, it looks flyable for the most part. And that is a big gun that it's got. However, it does require cannon ammunition. And it is kind of a weird shape. I have no idea who designed this thing. But okay, how many people do we really need for this thing? We need 1 pilot, 2 people for this, that's 3, 1 here, that's 4, and if we doubled it, that'd be 8. Can we spare 8? We're sitting at 129 right now out of a suggested 128. We're about to be short on crew if we do this. I'll send over the 8. And hopefully we don't get anyone too important. Transfer crew. Oh, that's the limit anyway. Alright, well, let's see. I never did get Kadam back over to the Enterprise. So, let's see who we got. Har, Hennas, Hith, Halfu, It looks like none of our star characters are over there. Okay. We'll also need to transfer some resources. Specifically, we need to send shells. Otherwise, the cannon's not going to work. I also noticed this thing has, like, no defenses on it at all. Which is potentially a very bad thing. However, I do kind of like the big red laser. So, yeah. Could be worth our time. Alright, we're recovering our crew. Setting formation again. Now we've got an even 3 on either side. And we're heading for that signal. So here we go. Does that thing not fly straight? It's literally covered in engines and it can't fly straight. It is kind of an ugly ship. Not gonna lie. It's kind of ugly. Could probably do with a few improvements. Perhaps we'll look at that next time. But if we were going to redesign ships, we would be here all day. I could spend an entire day just redesigning the ships. But that's not helping us. Alright. Looks like we're entering pirate territory here. Pirates, raiders, something like that. I don't see anything, though. Ah, there we go. Alright, well, let's take care of it then. Suffer not the pirates. By the way, how's our new and improved voltage doing? Not great, actually. The crew is very busy. Okay, here they come. What is that? A cleft? A cannon, a laser cannon, and a disruptor. Okay, we don't need to get that close. Why do you always insist on getting that close? Okay, well, it did not stand a chance. The cleft has been cleft. In twain. Literally. Alright, well, let's clean up what we can. And we'll set off exploring again. Looks like there's another signal up this way. And we'll work on repairs along the way. Minor damage to the torpedo launcher. No big deal. How about the rest of us? Nothing, 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 and... actually pretty significant damage from you. And you're out of ammo. We have got to get you with, or hooked up with some kind of manufactorum. Because as it is, you're not useful. Unless... I have an idea. We'll investigate the idea, though. Well, maybe now. Actually, never mind. You're gonna stay close behind. Okay. They're already firing on us, so... keep them at range. That was an effigy class. Not much left of it now, but we have incoming again. Okay, again, keep them at range. Watch out. Here they come. Shuttlecraft is out there. What is this? Another junk carver? Well, we dealt with it before. We can definitely handle it again. Okay, good job, everyone. Good job. Let's go ahead and salvage everything in the area while I address a rather big elephant in this room. This ship we already talked about possibly upgrading, and I think we're going to have to. We're safe here, right? I think we're safe here. Okay, so while they're handling that, let's take a look at this ship. Because it only has these missiles, and they keep running out, we need something else. And I already talked about once before expanding up here. And I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking is this. What if we were to put some simple point defenses on here? Nothing too fancy, but just something to give it a weapon for when it doesn't have anything else. Because I don't think that a phaser array is really going to fit too well up here. Well, no, it's not going to fit because of the engines. That's just not going to work. We have these small phaser arrays, but these do require crew. Although we do have 4 crew who aren't doing much right now. So, if we were going to do this, how would we do it? We could put them up here like this. So let's go into planning mode. What if we put those up there like that? Then... what if we did this? Not only can we do that, but the airlocks that we just lost, we can go ahead and install them there. And that means that when this thing runs out of missiles, which it always does, it's not completely helpless. Oh, except we don't have the right focusing prisms to do that. Okay, never mind. Phasers are out. So we'll go back to what I originally thought. Yeah, defenses. Point defenses. We can turn symmetry back on now. We can do that easily enough. We could even do the same thing over here. Potentially. Kinda hard, but what if we did this? What if we did that, and then ran this down here? Up here, of course, we're not going to leave this exposed. We'll just simply put that there. We'll go like that. We'll get a corner piece, put that right there. I mean, I don't think this is a bad idea. We could even do the same thing down here. If we do that, and this, we could put more point defense down here, and just add a little corridor right there. This will give it 360 degrees of coverage, make it a little bit stronger. Just a little bit. Just make it a little misshapen. I mean, we could probably fix that if we did, say, this. And then this. That looks a little bit better. And then we can do that. And that. I think that looks pretty good. We may do the same thing down here, actually. Yeah, like that. And like that, and then we'll grab the armor pieces. We'll go like that. And like that. Okay. That's a better looking saucer now, and it's much more defensible. So we'll go ahead and make it so. They'll go ahead and make sure that batteries are put into these, and we will go ahead and make sure that all of these are set to both attack and defense. And just in time, we're under attack. It's another Intrepid class. Let's get a good look at it. Dual cannons flanking a central disruptor. Mean customer. Okay. Time to go. And we just launched 3 torpedoes right into the front of the Duster. The Duster is moving in, however, and now with new point defense, it is a very capable ship. We even had some help from that backburner class. Alright, let's go ahead and salvage. We're not making a lot of progress here very fast, but we're making a lot of improvements. So let's get trucking on. Come on, Duster. Do not get hung up on these. You've got to be kidding me. We gave you brand new engines. Come on. Okay, you caught up. Good. Actually, you did catch up. You are one quick little ship now. Glad to see it, too. Okay, we have found a navigation beacon. That's nothing too special. Okay, let's come out here. And then we'll come back over this way. And we'll cut a wedge back down there. We'll speed things up. Keep an eye out for anything like... Okay, there's a signal already. Diverting. Ooh, actually. You're coming straight at us, aren't you? You do seem to be coming straight at us. You are coming straight at us. Okay, turn and engage. Alright, the Duster seems to be doing okay. But only just okay. There's nothing to really stop laser fire. And the ship is down. What is this? An Argonaut class. Mostly intact, too. Shame. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and salvage it. We'll turn the fleet off. Everybody get in here. And everybody salvage what you can. There's ammunition in there for those that need ammunition. If it's got a cannon, it's got to have shells. So grab what you can get. And stop pushing. We're swarming it like locusts. Everybody's trying to get theirs. And I mean, that's fair. It's like a lot of people grabbed shells. How's everybody doing at shells? You have shells, you have shells. You have phaser cannons, so you don't need shells anymore. Oh, and while we're here, we may as well transfer resources to the Duster missile parts. Send them. There we go. Oh, one more. Okay. So let's get back into the flying wing. And we already have something else to investigate. We may not get to our 15 today. What is the problem here? You people are drunk. Unbelievably drunk. Why can't you just get off of each other? I don't understand. I cannot understand how you're this dumb. Could you stop? Thank you. I don't understand. How did you all forget how to fly? We have a pirate contact in here. Can you fly straight enough to deal with it? It's an instigator class with a triple threat. 3 cannons on the front. Torpedoes are away. So far, we haven't yet found anything that can really threaten a Constitution-class starship. But then again, that's not to be not a huge surprise. The Constitution class was the shining jewel of Starfleet for the longest time, for a reason. And we're also right next to another signal. What is it? It is tritanium. Now, one thing that we are going to need at some point is going to be some kind of asteroid cracker. We may have to design our own. In fact, I may even repurpose the shuttlecraft for that purpose. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if we should build like an entirely new ship, or if we should try to repurpose the shuttlecraft as an asteroid cracker. For now, however, we're just going to have to harvest what we can. Which should be a fair amount, actually. Alright, so that's 6 out of 15. Let's come back over here. And then cut ourselves a wedge back down. Looks like everyone's getting in order. Excellent. Good to see they got this figured out now. Already we've got another signal. But I think we're going to run it over. Yeah, we're basically going to run it over. And there's even a signal here. What is this? Changing course. What do we have? It is another navigation beacon. How droll. Okay, adjust course. Let's go look at that one. Kind of hard to say that we're exploring space when there's already navigation beacons all over the place. We have, however, found more pirate territory. Okay. We know they're not going to be friendly, so let's just get this over with. Oh, actually, there's more than one. Okay. Well, we'll deal with it. It's another bite. Although, not upgraded like ours is. It's got some decent cannon, but yeah, not gonna work. And this is a Clink. Ah! What we renamed the Stooge. And now it's gone. Okay. Very good then. Everybody gather in. And start salvaging. Anything that's valuable. We'll let them do that. And let's take a look at our damages. Shuttlecraft is a little damaged. Just a little bit. The voltage is fine. The junk carver. New ship. Minor damage to the cannon, the reverse thruster, and the great big ion beam. The Stooge is fine. The bite. Scratch the paint. And the duster. Ooh, wow. They even damaged or destroyed a thruster on the inside. That's pretty significant damage, actually. But it's holding up. I mean, I suppose we could fill in these areas here. It would be more weight. However, it would also, you know, block the engines in and keep them from getting hurt. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, we could do it. We could do it. What if we did this? And this. Well, no, we actually don't need to do that. But we'll do that. And that. There we go. Now, technically, they could still shoot in, but the odds of it happening, really low. Fix the thruster, and we're back in business. Alright, everyone back in formation. And let's head back in. I do think the Duster is doing much better now. I'm sure that it probably needs ammo again. Let's see. Move over, and yeah, it's basically out of ammo again already. But I don't feel as bad about it now. At least it still has a way to defend itself. I mean, it can shoot down missiles, it can shoot down shells. That's always good. And didn't really see a whole lot. So we'll come around like this. We'll grab this point over here. Another ship on radar. What is that? That is a Crown class. Look at that. 4 cannons on the front. And nothing to slow it down. That is a ship that rams. That is the kind of ship the Enterprise would not want to fight. Because it would get right inside the shields. And speaking of shields, this one's flying right in front of us. Is it going to be an issue? A Stiletto class behind us. It is kind of nice seeing all the new ships. And what do we have here? Another station? Apparently we do. Alright, slow down. We don't need to get right up on the station. We can stay back a little bit. Alright, let's hail them. This is the Leorn to Mom station. Alright, well, we may as well select it. We're here. Not to mention we can turn in a couple of bounties. We'll receive our payment. However, we're still nowhere near enough fame to start recruiting people again. Our name just isn't that good. Not yet. Which is a shame. We're going to have to do a lot to get our fame up. It's going to be a long haul. And we really cannot afford to take on too many more, or, well, really any more ships. The ships that we have can barely be crewed as it is. So, yeah. Till we get more crew, no more ships. I think I said that already, though, and then we picked up this junk carver. But, I mean, it's got a big laser on it. I like big lasers. They're fun. Anyway, though, we didn't finish 26% of the galaxy yet, but we are close. So the next time we're here, hopefully we can get right to it, and we will be able to not only finish up the first quarter, but maybe even get to 50%. I feel a little bit bad as it is, you know, not finishing this up, but can't go for too long. So, we'll leave it off here, we'll come back, get back to work, and see what else we can do. So, just as a reminder, this comes down to you. Do we want to continue to bring ships with us if they don't have a warp drive? That means that if it doesn't have a warp drive and we're done here, we either upgrade it or cannibalize it. Okay? So, warp drive or not, do we take it with us? The Duster. Do we want to keep it with the missiles, or do we want to change it into photon torpedoes? I don't know. I leave the choice to you. We can do that. As for this thing, I mean, we can keep it. It's kind of a bad ship. I'll leave it up to you. Should we keep the junk carver, or should we scrap it and bring our crew back? Or should we try to turn this thing into a legitimate fighting ship and kind of keep the general design. Like, I'll keep it with the giant laser and the cannon, but just make it more workable. I don't know. Choices to be made, and I will leave them to you. So if you want to see that, if you want to participate in that, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified of every video that comes out. If you know somebody else who also enjoys either Cosmoteer or Star Trek, share this video with them. I mean, it's not going to hurt to share it. But otherwise, leave a like, leave a comment down below if you like the video, obviously, or if you have an answer to any of those questions, like what we should do with the ships, or if you would like to join the crew. After all, we do have many stars on our crew. There we go. The actual stars of the crew, who are currently not doing anything. Wait, no. Jim and Dynamic are both operating here. Weiren's busy in sensors, and JP's not doing anything. Fair enough, I guess. Maybe I caught them at the off time. But either way. Oh, and Kadam is still over on the Stooge. I will get Kadam back someday. At any rate, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I will see you next time for more Star Trek Cosmoteer, and until then, take care.